The next bit's really important. So when you're camping for like a week, or you're just a bunch of guys who stink a lot, especially some of my scouts, it's really important to air out your tent. So what you do is you roll it all up, you take the pegs out of the ground, not the pegs out of the ground, unloop the pegs in the ground, sorry, and then you can roll it up. So to roll up the doors, just roll them up nice and neatly, like that. And see they've got these bits here. These come in very, very handy. Because what you do is, I'll start with the bottom one here, is you just wrap them round. You don't need to do a proper hard knot, just something just to kind of lash it around a couple of times, and it shouldn't really come undone. Yeah, just put it around a couple of times, and that should just stay like that. If you want to tie a wee quick hitch knot, that's fine too. But do that for all of them, alright, for all the doors, both doors, and then I'll show you how to do the walls later on. So you'll need a friend for this, but you undo again all the wee pegs here, around, and then that one there. Ellen, can you grab that one please? And then what you do, once you can actually get it off the peg, take your time, no rush, no rush.
I will.
Cool. And then what you do is you kind of want to be in the middle-ish, and you just want to roll together all the way up. Okay. Make sure the door's in it as well. Roll, the door's getting rolled up the end of the door, all the way up. You can do this with 3 people or 2. 3 would probably make it a bit easier, to be honest. And then again, you just put it through the wee hole. There's a wee string that falls down, and there's a wee loop on top. And again, you put it through that. Just put it through twice, and it'll be fine. It doesn't need to be tied on. And then I always recommend doing the end ones, and then you can just focus on the middle ones more, because once the end ones are up, they'll stay up more, and it'll be in position more. Alright, so once you've aired out the tent for a few hours, it smells a bit nicer, or it starts to rain, just undo all these bits, right? Undo them all, and wrap them all, and drop it down. It's really important that you put them in pegs, because a lot of people forget to put them attached to the pegs again. And if you forget to attach them to all the pegs, then what sometimes happens is that you wake up during the night with a flappy tent. So what I recommend is do them all, and then get someone just to go around and check that all of them have actually been re-pegged into the ground. And by re-pegging it, just wrap it around it a couple of times. Just wrap it around like that, and then that's why you don't do them all the way into the ground, because you just wrap them around very, very simply, and it goes down. So do that all around the tent with all the doors and all the walls. Alright, so before you guys take down the tent, make sure you just grab the tarp out. If it's a rainy day, you can put your kit on the tarp and put the tarp over it. But we'll be using it to actually make sure the tent doesn't go on the ground when we're actually unpitching it. So I always just put it to the side, just like that. Alright, so to take out the pegs, because we're unpitching the tent now, either use the rope and pull out the pegs, but if it's really stuck, you can also just hit it with the mat a few times on the side. Not too hard, because sometimes you snap the peg, but because these are the small pegs, they should just really come up with just a tight pull. And then what you do is you make a pile of pegs, but Jenga them up. So you do 2 across that way, 2 across that way, and then make a pile, and then you can scrape all the mud off there. To take the guy lines out, we're going to do guy lines too. What you do, so you do all them first, and then you do the guy lines. Leave the 4 corners in still, and also the dollies. But again, with the guy lines, using the rope, make sure you pat down the grass again, pile them up like Jenga. But pull the wooden toggle to the top, right? Half the rope, and do either an overhand knot or a figure 8 knot in the rope. Just keep it nice and neat. It's really important you do the knot, or because when you pack it away, when you get it out again to dry, or when you actually pitch in the tent again, and if they're all undone, they'll all be wrapped up and tangled. So it takes a lot longer to pitch the tent. Alright, so the next bit is make sure that all the pegs are at the ground, and that all the guy lines are actually tied up, minus the corners, and then you focus on the corners getting tied up. So again, with the corners, just get the fabric, get the string, and just pull it up with the string, or you can hit it out with the mallet, your choice. And just make sure again that you tie these up Right, so the next bit is lowering down the tent. But because the wet might be ground when you're camping, we use the tarp to keep the tent nice and dry, because it's such a nightmare to dry these tents. So you get the tarp and you stretch it all the way out to the other end. Right, and you go in the corner to the pole, and then you get the other corner as far away as possible, and it should be about the size of the tent. So corner to the pole, right that end, Ellen, and then straight, yeah, pull it out, pull that across. Cool. And this will be all hands on deck for the next bit. Yes, we're gonna have 2 people on a pole. Grab a pole. And then someone on this pole.
You want me on the pole?
On the pole. Is they're gonna lift up the pole.
Let's pull up.
No.
Pull up. Lift the pole up, and then you're gonna lower it onto the tarp.
What?
Just lift it up and then bring it down.
I need someone on the other side
Taylor.
pulling out the dollies, because I won't want to go down. Right, so under the dollies. Nice slowly. Right. So under the dollies on the side, and try and make it angle it so it's more on the tarp, just so it stays nice and dry. So once the tent's down, you take the dollies off. Take them out. Again, you want to put the wee puggly bit to the top and tie it up as many times as you possibly can. The tower's just fallen down and everybody's quite upset. Toggle it up to the top. It's a bit tangled. And half it again, and then do an overhand knot or a figure eight, whatever you can do in it. And you do that for all 4, and then you fold up the tent. Alright, so once the dollies are all tied up, you can take the poles out. So just unslot them and put them to the side. And then once the other person's done it on the other side, they can either, do you want to push or pull, Hannah? That's the question.
You're gonna push.
Hannah, push.
Push to pull. Okay.
Push, you can do it.
Towards it. Have you got the should 2 be coming out? I've got the other one, that's fine. So have you got 2 out there yet? And I've got the 3rd one, that's fine. And then you want to neaten this up, so you want to bring the corner to the corner. And you really want to neaten this up. Okay, so the next bit, and this is where we need all hands on deck and no one needs to be holding a mallet. Child. So you want to stretch out the door, so it's both the doors are on top of the doors. These can be off the top because they're going to be folded off in 2 seconds. So you kind of want it so see the crease going down, and then the doors come out to make a really small triangle on that side. Taylor's going to help Ellen. Once you've done that, so you want to get both the doors and cross it over, and you want to bring it to the crease. Okay. So now you've made a rectangle with the whole tent. Okay. Then again, the tarp's on the tent, so it should stay dry. Is that on the crease? Yeah, that looks alright. And then you get someone to go to that corner. Right, so me and Ellen, we're going to then walk to Katie and Hannah. Right, and then me and Ellen, then again, we're going to walk to Katie and Hannah. And you kind of want to, you can either roll on it if you want, or you can just pat it down. Completely up to you. Then you can either half it again, or you can third it. We're going to half it. So me and Katie to Ellen. And Hannah. Yeah, and then again, half it over again. And then that should, anyway, if I half it one more time. Half again. Cool. Then you get the bag, just put the bag on top of it. Yeah, that's right. And then you flip it over, and then it's in the bag. Then you get the dollies. Put the dollies back in the bag. Just at the side, and then you'll fold up the tarp next. So that just to the side just now. Fold up the tarp, so you just follow the creases, so is that size? Yeah. Just put the bag on top of it. Yeah, that's right. and then you flip it over, and then it's in the bag. Then you get the dollies. Put the dollies back in the bag, just at the side, and then you'll fold up the tarp next. Put that just to the side just now. Fold up the tarp, so you just follow the creases. So is that size? Yeah. And that just goes on top. And then you tie up the bag. All our bags tie up a different way. Just put the rope through. And then just tie it up. Just lash it back and forth. That. Happy days. It's really important you scrape the mud off the pegs. You don't really want muddy pegs, they're a bit minging, and they just get our store all muddy. So just scrape all the mud off them all before putting them back in the peg bag. Then you get the poles back in the pole bag, and then you can get it all in the trailer to go home.